Good morning. I've been blessed to have lots of people over the course of the past 3, 4, 5 years tell me that they get my Sunday morning newsletter and that it transforms their lives. It impacts them. It gives them something to think about, whatever their feedback is. Recently, however, in addition to that, I'm blessed with that. I've had people say to me, I watch your videos every day. Why are you doing them? What's that about? I love it. I see you everywhere. Why is it that you're putting the energy in? Why are you doing that? My why is because what I have seen in the years, almost 20 years I had a school, teaching physicians, nurses, occupational therapists, and so forth, about how our belief systems and our emotions impact our health, our physical health enormously. And I recognize that for every physician I taught, for every nurse practitioner I taught, and so forth, they, over the course of their career, would impact thousands. So by working with one, I could impact thousands. So for the hundreds, not thousands of folks that I've trained over the years, each one of them has impacted thousands. It let me see clearly why working with those who are the leaders, working with those who are the influencers, allows me to have an impact on so many more than just that one person. So, why working with leaders? Why working with those entrepreneurs, small business folks who are creating their own companies, medium sized businesses, as well as working with those leaders who are in the corporate realm? If in helping one leader discover what his or her why is, why they're doing what they're doing, and who they want to be while they're doing it, you begin to recognize that their do is going to change. How they may be at this position, or they move to another organization, or they change positions. But the why they're doing what they're doing is so impactful that for those leaders that I work with, the vast majority have gotten to a point where they forget why. They forget why they started in this industry. For some, it may have simply been to make money, to provide for their families or themselves. But over time, you begin to see that when you're simply working for the money, you're in survival mode. You're not really living, you're not thriving, you're making the money, and it doesn't take long to realize how empty that is. Every one of us has a purpose. So why are they doing it? Why are they in this position? Why are they working for this particular company? That's a pretty significant thing to do. And it absolutely changes the level of engagement and changes how they show up. Who do they want to be while they're there? Do they want to be this dictator who just sends out all of these ideas, all of these things they want implemented immediately, if not sooner? Or do they want to be truly a leader, not a manager, but a leader who has a vision, a leader who wants transformation for this company, for themselves, for their employees, or perhaps for their clients, their vendors? Who do they want to be while they're doing that? Once you understand why you're doing what it is you do, why you wake up in the morning, not only are you filled with joy and filled with passion, you end up feeling really powerful because you know this is so much bigger than you. You know that what you're doing is so much more impactful. And who you want to be while you're doing it allows who you truly are to show up. It allows you to see the ways in which you need to grow, in the ways in which you can celebrate the man or woman you've become at this point in your life. Celebrating who I am today does not for a moment say I want to be even more who I'm truly called to be next year, in 5 years, or in 10 years. Realizing, as I have in my life, that how I do what I do has changed dramatically. Many years ago, I was in residential treatment. Then I was a psychotherapist. Then I was a teacher in grad school, a teacher in medical school. Then I had my own school. I had my own nonprofit. All of it was doing the same thing, bringing people back to the truth of who they truly are, reminding people that this is a spiritual journey, that we all have a purpose to make this world a better place. We're all called to continue growing and transforming to become who we're meant to be. so that as our do transforms, as we transform and the do transforms, we get to do it in a far more impactful way with greater influence, greater impact, but also greater purpose. So, why do I do this? So that I can help others do the same thing. Because as I've seen my need to keep growing and growing and changing, and I have supported other leaders in doing the same thing, not only do I feel fed as I watch them grow, I'm forced to grow to be able to take them where they need to grow. We can't take others to places we've never been. So, as a leader myself, it calls me to keep leading, to keep growing so that I can lead. I hope this answers some of those questions. This is why I do what I do, so I can support you in doing what you're called to do. And yep, on my website, it does say she holds your heart while she kicks your ass. And that really is about working from a completely non-judgmental place. We are all human. Not a one of us has gone through life without making mistakes. The longer that we're here, the more time we have to make mistakes, thank God. But it also says that even without an ounce of judgment, I call you to live your truth, not to live a story you told yourself, not to live a story somebody else told you to live. Life is meant to be lived and to live fully. And I want the folks I work with to wake up every day recognizing that they don't need to survive this journey. That's exhausting. They need to start living, they need to start thriving. And when they thrive, their business thrives as well, as does their family, their relationships, and every other aspect of their lives. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.